What's up with you, everybody? It's your Memorial Me.
And Nicole.
And we're back at it for another reaction video, baby. So this is another special video request from Bo.
Yeah, another one of our wonderful supporters.
Yeah, Bo wants to check out inside the lives of the Swedish royal family.
Yeah. Bo has us learning a lot about the Swedish royal family.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, people over there, like, on that side of the world, you know, like Denmark, all those places, So we'd like to say, Bo, thank you for your request and your support, and we're gonna dive right into it.
It may be shocking to learn that there are royals just as interesting as the British royal family. Though they may not get as much airtime as their British counterparts, the Swedish royal family is certainly worthy of the spotlight.
I know, but I'd rather not.
From scandals
get
and
the spotlight.
affairs to royal weddings and babies, they sure know how to keep the tabloid headlines interesting. So, what's up with this gorgeous royal family you know nothing about? Well, you've come to the right place, because we are going to take you back to where it all started. Then, we will see what the Swedish royals are up to today. To truly understand the Swedish royal family, you have to start from the beginning. The current ruling family stems from a family tree that was established in 1763. That's when King Carl XIV Johan, or his real name Jean-Baptiste Bernadette, was born. This is where it gets a little confusing. Jean-Baptiste Bernadette didn't become King Carl XIV Johan until many years later in 1818. And you might be surprised to learn he was actually French. The first king of Sweden, at least in the most current family, received his crown thanks to his military career and the French Revolution. It also helped that when he was elected king, that's right, he was actually elected, that he had a son that would replace him after his passing. So when he passed away at the age of 81 due to a stroke, his son Oscar was there to
So he was elected king,
we don't want to bore you with the
then
rest
it went
of
down
family
like
history.
a monarchy.
We just think it's important to know that the current ruling family is of French descent and have a relatively modern family tree, especially when you compare them to the British royal family. Now, let's get to the present Swedish royal family, shall we? King Carl XVI Gustaf rules the current group of royals gallivanting around Sweden. Let's just say, if you have any clue about Prince Philip's and Prince Charles' infidelities, they don't even compare to what's been said about King Carl XVI Gustaf. His life story has a tragic beginning. When he was just 9 months old, his father passed away in a plane crash, which meant he was the next in line for the throne after his grandfather. This was something that loomed over the young prince's whole life. Could you imagine knowing that you are one step away from ruling a country? And as it panned out, that's precisely what happened in 1973 when he inherited the crown from his grandfather. Thankfully, he was well into his 20s at that point. Throughout his life, it was apparent that King Carl was a reluctant heir to the crown. It was also even more clear that the people in Sweden didn't really respect him. There were stories of him partying and running around like a crazy bachelor. That all
he was having his fun.
In 1972 when he met his now wife, Queen Sylvia, at the Summer Olympics. She was the first Swedish queen to ever have a real career before becoming a royal. In other words, she was a commoner. One of the craziest things about this notion is that King Carl's 3 older sisters lost their royal status when they married commoners. And if the current laws were established back in 1973, King Carl XVI wouldn't even be king, which may have something to do with why he changed the law in the first place. In the years since he crowned the King of Sweden, King Carl XVI has been rattled with scandal and praise. For one, he got rid of the rule that the first male born to the king and queen would be next in line for the throne. Instead,
I get this somewhere pretty cool.
Firstborn child.
Okay.
Way back in 1980,
so it'd be a girl, boy, no matter.
Victoria would take the crown after her father. King Carl XVI also banned the law that royal family members lost their titles if they married commoners, which all his children did, along with his sisters, as we mentioned earlier. So, it would seem like he was a pretty progressive king, but that doesn't mean it's been a fairy tale for this family. Back in 2010, a shocking book made headlines that claimed the king had multiple affairs in the 90s. He was linked to adult entertainers in Atlanta during the Summer Olympics. And there was another rumor that he had several relationships with young women, promising to support them and further their careers. When asked to comment about her husband's transgressions, Queen Sylvia had nothing to say.
She knew
that could be because she has a pretty shocking past as well. In the same year that the book spoke of her husband's affairs, a documentary shed light on the Queen's family history. According to the program, Queen Sylvia's father was a part of a controversial German World War II political party. You can probably guess which one we are talking about. The Queen is of German descent, but was raised in Brazil. Her family moved back to Germany in 1930 and made a fortune thanks to the war. The Queen has spoken about about this before, saying her father only joined the party to keep them out of trouble. She claims she didn't line up with their political beliefs. She also didn't make any more comments, but did seem to regret his affiliation with the party. In fact, she didn't even know anything about it until she was older, and she never was able to confront her father about this controversial past. Now that we've learned all about their parents, let's take a look at the next generation to take the throne in Sweden. First, we'll start with the lady in line for the crown, Crown Princess Victoria. Though her parents have caused quite a stir over the years, Crown Princess Victoria seems to be a fan favorite. Thanks to the law passed by her father, she will take over the crown when he decides to step down or passes away. She gave her first public speech at the tender age of 18, and ever since, Swedish people can't get enough of her. She has openly discussed the pressure to be perfect and how she once battled an eating disorder. There is something very relatable about Crown Princess Victoria. Sure, she went to Yale and is in fact Swedish royalty, but she's dealt with issues like dyslexia that you don't always associate with royalty. And there's the fact that she's also got herself a relatively normal husband, Daniel Westling. The pair started dating all the way back in 2002 when he was a personal trainer at a gym in Stockholm. Could you imagine the shock? It was speculated that her father wasn't a fan, and the tabloids ripped him to shreds any chance they could.
Probably wanted like a rich guy or whatever.
Right, well, you're supposed to technically,
that night, Daniel Westling graduated
marry royalty.
Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel weren't the only royal couple to rock the boat with their relationship. Back when he was one of Sweden's most eligible bachelors, Prince Carl Philip, the middle child of the king and queen, was also making headlines.
I kind of wonder how you feel about that. His dad changed the rules because he would have been king.
He may not care. She also happened to be a reality TV star as well, but the most scandalous event from her past involved a topless photo and a python.
Dang.
We will just let you imagine that one, but needless to say, it didn't go over well with the Swedish people, and once again, another royal relationship was tested. Though she had all the makings of stirring up the royal court, Princess Sophia was actually welcomed with open arms. According to the Crown Princess, she and Princess Sophia are the best of friends, and now that they are giving Kate and Meghan a run for their money, it's easy to see why. They are always seen together, and they are impeccably chic. That could be why when Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia became husband and wife in 2015, there were no protests. Plus, they both looked utterly gorgeous. Anyone else having wedding envy? The youngest of the king and queen's children is Princess Madeleine. While her brother and sister were falling in love and keeping love, this princess was having a rough time. She and her long-term boyfriend were engaged in 2009, but that didn't last long. By early 2010, the wedding was called off because her prince-to-be cheated on her during a ski trip. Ouch. The princess and getting cheated on? Like, did he actually think
that
he
don't
was
mean
going to get
nothing.
away with it? Sadly, she had to pack up the pieces.
I mean, it really don't. I mean, just because you
which
consider a princess don't mean nobody gonna.
Thankfully, all was not lost for this gorgeous princess. She needed a change in scenery, and after the heartbreaking scandal, she promptly moved to New York to start a new life. While in New York, it didn't take long for her to find a new beau. That's where Christopher O'Neill enters the scene. Christopher is a British-American businessman, and surprisingly, unlike her siblings, didn't cause much controversy when the pair started dating. And no one was shocked when they tied the knot in 2013. But what was surprising was the fact that Christopher decided not to become a prince. He didn't want to give up his citizenship, nor was he interested in leaving his job. It did take a while to move to Sweden, but according to Christopher, he would do anything to be home with his family. That being said, they still have plans of moving to London, one day at least. So now that all the royal children are settled down, you can only imagine what the new generation of royals is like. That's right, this family has grown, and the third generation is young and vibrant. First, we have Crown Princess Victoria's children. Since they are next in line for the throne, they play a huge role in the royal family.
So the daughter's gonna be next in line.
Princess Estelle was born and became another female first child to be heir to the throne. Then her baby brother, Prince Oscar, was born in 2016. While he may never become king, he's become the king of the Swedish people's hearts. Look how adorable he is.
He is cute.
Next, let's take a look at the kids who call Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia mom and dad. They welcomed their first bundle of joy, Prince Alexander, in 2016. And not to be outdone by his older sister, the couple had a second son, Prince Gabriel, in August of 2018. Considering she's pretty much a new mom all over again, we aren't sure if this is where the baby making stops for these two, but they sure do make a cute family. Finally, we have the youngest sister, Princess Madeleine, and her little ones. Her first child, Princess Leonor, in 2014, and just like her sister-in-law, Princess Sophia, she too welcomed a baby in 2018, though she beat Princess Sophia by 2 months by delivering Prince Nicholas in June. Again, now that she's a new mom, who knows how many more kids she and Christopher will be up for. But for now, the king and queen officially have 6 grandbabies. When they aren't chasing their young children around the palace, the royal family is attending several events from the queen's 75th birthday party to watching Princess Leonor in the Nutcracker.
Don't.
See, they are just like us, which is probably why the Swedish royal family has caused a significant stir on everyone's radars. This family's the perfect replacement if you're getting sick of how untouchable the British royal family seems. At least they will keep us entertained until we see Prince Harry and Meghan's little ones.
Yeah.
Harry, will you take Meghan to be your wife?
So, what's next for this exciting family? We are sure there will be more scandals, photo ops, and jet setting. We can be even more confident that the world will start paying closer attention to the Swedish royal family. Considering how much screen time they are getting these days, could we see a reality show in their future? They already have an ex-reality TV star in their ranks.
Yeah.
Okay, we are probably getting ahead of ourselves, but we can dream, can't we? Until then, our eyes will be glued to our computer screens to see every move this chic royal family makes. What do you think of the Swedish royal family?
Pretty interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing about these royal, keeping in the bloodline and stuff like that, I guess I like how certain countries like America does it. Anybody can be elected, you know, as president.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that was
it's a monarch. That's
those
whole,
monarchs. The things with monarchs, now I don't know. I mean, he did change how things is, but it's like you can really never have really new, fresh ideas versus having somebody that's like monarch.
Well, right, agreed.
I mean,
that's
it
why
sounds
like
like
Britain or England or whatever isn't really a true monarchy anymore.
Yeah, we're not no
they
more.
have a parliament and everything. So
I
really,
mean,
like, the Queen doesn't have that much say there.
Yeah.
Now in Sweden, I don't know how their government is. So
yeah, man, it was pretty cool, I guess, learning about them. I never heard of the Swedish royal family.
yeah, I mean,
It's
I haven't
like-
really heard much either until we started doing some of these videos.
It's like when we hear about royal family, I always think of like British, I guess. I guess
Right,
they're
that's
more
what
popular
and
than
I think that's
anybody
what they were
else.
saying there. Like, for whatever reason, like, the British royal family has gotten all the attention over all these years, but there's other.
Because they probably like the country is probably bigger. And, well,
I guess it's just, I don't know. It's just more well known or more talked about.
It's more talked about.
Like
it
England
is.
I guess.
Yeah,
and
England.
that's why,
It's more
but
big, yeah.
I don't know.
Huh.
Or maybe it's always just since Princess Diana.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But pretty interesting, man. Definitely
really
enjoyed this
interesting.
video,
Thank you.
man. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I'd like to say again, thank you for your support and your
Thanks,
video
though.
quiz. But we're about to go to end this video. If you want to send us a special video quiz, check out the links to our Streamlabs. It's going to be in the description. And that video cost to provide you a link. And keep the videos under 12 minutes.
And don't forget to check out our merch. It's in the description below.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And thumbs it up.
Turn on notifications. It's your man, Morby.
And Nicole.
We want to catch you on the next one. Peace and love, baby.